Mr. Cheesy Pop.
Hi.
Hi.
Have a seat.
All right, I'm sitting on, yeah, you could see where we're sitting here.
When was the last time you were inches away from an actual stretch room painting?
No, I can't say, I mean, no, this is, how is this real?
I don't know.
How do you have this?
I bought it in an auction. So it's like the circle of life. You buy it in an auction, you sell it in an auction.
Circle of life. And
Again, not written by Alan Menken. We
No,
got to get
I
around
know.
to an Alan Menken song.
I know, I'm sorry.
Jeez. Okay, so we are in our own mini stretch room.
We are. This is a great picture spot.
Yes.
We love our picture spots today.
Oh, I got something important. Can I show you?
Uh-huh. We have our stretching portrait socks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to sit in the stretch room,
Yeah.
what's a person to do?
Exactly. You're gonna do, yeah. Like I told you guys, this is a great picture spot, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
The stretching portrait socks. I can't
Yes.
believe it.
And I think they're stretch socks. So it all ties together. So let's actually think about these pictures, shall we?
Yeah.
So the joke is you think it's a stuffy man giving a speech. Then it reveals as it lowers, he's wearing his underwear. Oh, how funny is that? But then he's on dynamite. But if that were not enough, there's a candle lighting the fuse. This is just like a series of jokes. Elderly woman, rest in peace, her husband. But the part that's weird is, did she hire a sculptor to sculpt her killing her husband with an axe? But didn't he report it to the police? This seems irresponsible in general.
A little bit.
Now this is everyone's favorite. Everyone loves this one. Again, if you reveal nothing, it's just a great picture. She's gorgeous, but look what's waiting for her, an alligator. But she's oblivious, and this is the best for a stretch room, sequential humor. There's a man, whoa, he's on the shoulders of somebody. Why is he on the shoulder? Because they're in quicksand. This door is made of a rubbery material, so the monster on the other side pushes and it bends. And the way you would know this is you'd be sitting in your doom buggy, one of life's greatest puns. I didn't even know it was a pun for a few decades, but boy did I laugh.
Deep thoughts about the Haunted Mansion?
Yes, like when you're on it, which you've been on, I assume a few million times.
Possibly.
So what is the thing you look forward most to see?
You know, it's changed recently with the Hatbox Ghost thing, so now that's like the new thing. But
Yes.
But I always used to watch the piano and
Yes.
yeah, that was one of my favorite things because I played piano.
Oh,
so there's
so it was
always
like-
a thing. Yeah.
So it's all
Yeah.
about you. So every Disneyland experience is how it relates to you. Believe me, I understand the feeling.
Yeah.
So first of all, I love Paul Frees, the narrator, who's also Boris Butnoff, and he's just great.
Yeah.
And then the music is so good. And then I once got to walk through the set of the ballroom.
Cool.
And I wasn't really supposed to be there, and I cut my foot on a piece of metal, and I was gushing blood, but I didn't want to mention it to anyone because then they go, oh, we really shouldn't be here anyway. So for once in my life, I braved it, and I bled through the Haunted Mansion. Yeah.
I don't think I could have done that.
I
wouldn't
no,
have been able to do it.
If you asked me if I could do it, I'd say no, but it's amazing what happens when
Oh,
you
'cause
are
you're
in the moment.
in that thing, I have to just get through this.
Yes,
This is
and I
fine.
knew I was heading to a graveyard, so if worse came to worse.
It just put you in there. Could have made you an animatronic.
Exactly. To me, it's all about the singing bus, which you never angled long socialize. It's all about Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yes.
Who is Fritz over at the Tiki Room.
It's everywhere.
So his son once called me. I didn't know it was his son. He wanted me to make a deal for him.
Okay.
And I said, I don't really do one-off deals. I'll refer you. What's your name? And he said, something Ravenscroft. And I was like, wait, are you related to Thurl? He goes, yeah, that's my dad. I said, I'll do the deal under one condition. Have your dad call me and say it. And he knew what I meant. His dad calls me up. They're great. Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's
lived
so
a charmed
cool.
and blessed life.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if there's any other Thurl in the park. Do you know?
I
Pretty much there's a low voice. it's going
Yes,
to be thorough.
right.
By the way,
Unlike my voice, no.
you're the anti-thorough.
Exactly.
But what? Skip his voice, his name.
Thurl
Both of
Ravens.
them. His name's Thurl
Yes.
and
Ravenscroft.
Ravenscroft.
It's amazing. He's born to do this.
I always think I'm going to get crushed by the lap bar.
Right.
And I think I can never run fast enough to get on
They give you that instruction too. Don't pull down on the lap bar.
The greatest moment is when you first see the overview of the graveyard. It's just so spectacular. So one of my clients, because I represent composers, is Danny Elfman. And I went to the first year where they had the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay.
Yeah.
There was no Danny Elfman music. So I called up Disney and I said, "You're doing
called up
Nightmare Before Christmas." Yes, there's a number, Disney.
I got to get that number.
Yeah, it's a good number. And I said, "Why are you not using the music from Nightmare Before Christmas?" And they go, "Oh, because we don't have the rights." And I go, "Yeah, I made the deal. You have the rights." And so subsequently, from now on, it has the music.
Because of you.
Because Danny wrote it. I just happened to suggest it.
Because you get the number to Disney.
Yes, I get me Disney. It's on auto dial.
Man.
Yes, and so I'm actually blessed because as an obsessive Disney fan, a lot of my composers write music for Disney attractions. I think disproportionately because they know how excited I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So like all of the new new Fantasyland from like '81. My client John Debney did all the re-recordings of the music, including the teacups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pretend you're.
So these are the maquettes from the Haunted Mansion when they were designing the ride. And there's the most famous one, the woman blowing out candle. But what a lot of us don't know, and now you have to look for it, there's a corpse under the table. And these characters are all part of the Haunted Mansion, but we don't really think of them until you see them.
No.
And she's blowing out candles, and a kind of a Caesar kind of guy's at the other end of the table, and there's little ghost man, and there's corpse. Who knew?
This is just the attention to detail. Disney
Yes.
is
Oh,
just
yeah.
incredible. It's
But not as good as over at Fantasyland. Let's go to Fantasyland.
Fantasyland.